What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies? Back with another live stream. Let's talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Joe Biden and his new accusation from a woman. Not surprising to me, but the way it rolled out, I'm not a fan. We're going to talk about the fact that I personally believe that I have been one of the most consistent along the path of the corona situation. And a lot of people were fear mongering and people panicking. And I just use common sense through the whole process. And I feel like that what has been going on has vindicated the words that I've said. And lastly, the president of the United States is doing a tremendous job. He's doing a tremendous job. We couldn't ask for anything better than the president of the United States being flexible, being cooperative, being thoughtful, taking care of the American people, being available, speaking truth. Come on. You can't ask for nothing better than from President Trump. Now, let's go back to Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Now, I'm going to say this up front. I don't want to give too many details out because I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. And then I'll give the skinny on it. But I'm not cool with this person coming out against Joe Biden, which we all know Joe Biden is dirty, sniffing people's hair. He probably done some of this stuff. But you wait till right now. You wait till when he has generally gotten the nomination, and you wait to come out with this. Supposedly this happened in 91. And in 91, he put, y'all know what he did. He used his fingers in places he wasn't supposed to. And you finna come out as a victim in 30 years? 30 years later, roughly speaking, you come out and you didn't say nothing while he was a senator for God knows how long. You said nothing when he was the vice president in 2 terms for the most corrupt president in history, Barack Obama. You said nothing. You didn't say nothing when he said he was going to run for president. You didn't say nothing in the primary. You said nothing during the Iowa caucus. You said nothing until now. And you wonder why people don't believe these women. Now, I ain't mad. I'm not going to trip. I'm not finna go over the edge and say he should step down because he's a, you know what, I'm not gonna go that far. But what I will do is say, let's hold the media accountable. Because when people were coming out against President Trump, they everywhere. They all on CNN, their voice is heard everywhere. Everywhere. But now that somebody came out against Joe Biden, let's see what they do. Let's see what they say. We already done seen pictures of Joe Biden kissing and sniffing people. And the woman came out before this. This is a new one. Let's see how they treat Joe Biden. I want them to keep that same energy that they did with Donald Trump as they're doing, or they will do with Joe Biden. Same energy. Tell him to step down. Tell him he needs to walk away. Tell him that he's not fit for office. He can barely talk. He don't even know where you're at half of the time. Normal Jess, thank you so much for the super chat. He don't even know where you're at half of the time. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I can't believe people do this. I can't believe people do this. I can't believe women do this on a day-to-day basis. There are women out here that actually are involved in situations that are criminally related, right? I'm talking about Joe Biden, and his first accuser just came out and said he did something he wasn't supposed to do with her in 91. Colette, thanks so much for the super chat. So, but why do women, y'all help me. Why do women do this? Why do women do this? Why do women, not all, but some of them, wait until somebody's running for president to somebody that's running for, or at least being nominated for the whatever position you can name it. You know, like Kavanaugh, Supreme Court Justice, president, senator, I mean, CEO or something, you name it. Why they wait until the man in that position 30 years later when he done something with I don't know how many women? You could have stopped it 30 years ago. You could have said something 30 years ago, but you let all these women be victimized. And then what they do, they follow up and they say, look, you a hero. You ain't no hero. Let me tell you this right here. If you looking at me and you a woman like this, you ain't no hero. You ain't a hero when you wait 30 some years. That's not heroic. That's cowardice. Anybody can wait till they about to croak until somebody has the limelight to say something. Anybody can do that. The real hero is somebody who stepped up and said something at least within reason, at least within a couple years. You're talking about 30 years later. Some people 40 years later. He out here doing more and more women. Why you holding back? Anyway. Randy, thanks so much for the super chat. Will Trump win the presidency and take the House back and keep the Senate this year? I think he can do it. It depends on how this corona thing turns out. It depends on how the corona thing turns out. It depends on how it turns out. It depends on how it turns out. Let me finish with Biden real quick. All I'm saying is this. Why is this woman coming out now? Who is paying her? That's all I want to know. Stormy Daniels, she came out. Why is she coming out? Who's paying her? Why is this new woman coming out against Joe Biden at this point in time, and who's paying her? That's all I want to know. Joe Biden don't have no chance at the election anyway. He can't even hold a press conference without seeming like he got dementia. And he don't know what cure. He don't know where he at. He don't know who he is. He don't know what position he's running for. He ain't gonna win anyway. But who's coming out to tank his legacy? Is it a Republican? Is it a Republican? That's what I want to know. I ain't giving too many details. I'm gonna make a video about it tomorrow. Felicia, thanks so much for the super chat. Felicia Arnold, thanks so much for the super chat. Let's get into Trump. Like one of the super chats said, and you guys can feel free to ask questions on here. They go so fast. You got to put some emojis on it. If you do it through super chat, I'll see it. Obviously, it pops up on the screen right here. Let's see. Stoney, thanks so much for the super chat. You the man, Tatum. Keep it up. I'll keep killing it. I swear I'll be reading my own stuff. Let's see. Susan, thanks so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Like the other super chat said, is Trump going to win? I think Trump is doing a tremendous job. And here's why. Here's why. When there's a crisis and there's people in need of a leader, when people in need of a leader, the true leaders come to the top. The cream rises to the top. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. The true leaders rise to the top. And President Trump has been consistently leading our country in a tough time, leading us health-wise and economically. And in the background, we have not heard from Joe Biden until I think yesterday. And then he sound like a hot mess. They couldn't even have him set up in his own house. We haven't heard nothing from Bernie Sanders that's significant enough for anybody to pay attention. When the crisis is on, these people are nowhere to be found. They on TV coughing. Man, hey, look, you ain't fit to lead. It ain't your fault if you get the corona, but you ain't fit to lead, not in a situation like this. Trump has been excelling. He's been doing things in a bipartisan manner. All of the above. Trump has been getting it done. He's going to stimulate the economy he signed it into law. He's going to sign it in. Americans are going to get money in their pocket, not promises, not empty hope. They're going to get money in their pocket from the President of the United States of America. People are going to honor that. They're going to honor that. Then he's going to boost the economy, and it's going to show up bigger than it's ever been. Trust me. It's going to be the biggest bounce back that we've ever seen under President Trump. Let me get these super chat. Leslie, thanks so much for the super chat. I listened to her interview and it sounded different from the Kavanaugh host. He made her feel it was her fault. The interview, she was number 8. Well, let me say this. It may be real. It may be real. Let's see. Marcia May, thanks so much for the super chat. It may be real. This situation with this woman coming out talking about Joe Biden, it may be real. My whole thing is that why right now, though? Why now? Why now, though? You could have came out a long time ago, but why right now? Now, anybody with a brainstem, we understand why, because it's politically driven. Somebody's paying her or something. It may be genuine, but people are manipulating her pain to create a certain reality. Y'all hit the like button, And if you want to visit the Officer Tatum store and do some shopping and shopping till you're dropping, because some of y'all, like myself, I'm employed. I got money saved up, so I'm not hurting. But if some of y'all want to get some cool merch, go to the Officer Tatum store, put in promo code lockdown, you'll get a discount on my store. And I think I'll say this. I think I have been one of the guys or gals, well, I'm a guy, but y'all get what I'm saying. One of the people who are on the front lines making videos that have been consistently projecting reality. Some people they shadow behind fear and naysaying and what people gonna think about you, and are you a conspiracy theorist? People shy behind that stuff. Me, I feel like I just keep it real and keep it factual. I don't just trust people just because they got a title. That's not how I be Tatum roll. I don't just trust you just because. Just because you're a doctor don't mean I trust everything you say. I don't trust what you say. I trust what the facts are. So if you tell me that a million people are going to succumb to this situation, I'm going to say, where are the facts at? I don't care nothing about your title. Where are the facts? Because I want y'all to remember, everybody who promised you, who got on their high horse and said, this is going to happen, these doctors out here saying it, people quoting these doctors, I want you to remember that. I want you to remember it. Just remember it. I'm not saying don't follow people or whatever. Just remember that. Because I think it's invaluable for people to stand up on principle over what we consider leadership. I'm a grown man with responsibilities. I know how to read through BS. I know that this wasn't just no random situation. I know that it's not a coincidence that California, New York, and Washington State are getting hit the hardest. I know that it's not coincidental. I know that them shutting down gun stores and not shutting down weed dispensaries, I know that's not coincidental. I know that the fact that they're trying to demonize Trump for hydroxychloroquine when Cuomo is saying the same thing that Trump is saying, because people have used it and it worked. They try to use the example here in Arizona, which I made a video about. I know that them pushing that in the media is not coincidental. I know that Nancy Pelosi blocking the bill to fund Americans so she can introduce all kind of BS is not coincidental. I knew that from the very beginning. Let me go to some super chats. Don't play with me. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think something is going on behind the scenes with the corona? It seems that there have been a power shift. Trump looks like he's low energy. I think the virus is fake and all propaganda for something much bigger. I'll get to that. James, thanks so much for the super chat. Maybe she was talking, but nobody was listening. Now the good guys are in control. So maybe now she'll be listened to. That's a good point. That could be a possibility. I can roll with that. I do get kind of desensitized because I was a police officer and 90% of the cases were lies. and now people coming out against Trump and all this other stuff. Could be the case. Could be the case. Now let's talk about the big picture here. Let me drink me some orange juice. Let's talk about the big picture here. Is this all a cover-up, a hoax? I don't think that the virus is real. People are really getting sick from something. How it's moving and shaking, they're deceiving us. The potency and the lethality of this virus, they're deceiving us. The numbers and the new cases that are coming out, they're deceiving us. And let me tell you why I say that, because I have to be able to prove this. Let me tell you why I say that. We do know that the reason why the numbers are jumping incrementally every day is because they're doing more testing. It's not because more people are getting sick. Some of y'all have already had COVID-19, had it, struggled through it, and overcame it. Some of y'all had it with no symptoms and gave it to somebody else. Some of y'all have experienced that. So we have already had it in our country for a very long time. Debbie, who is on the board or the team of people that Trump put together, said that they believe because of the numbers in New York, that this had to have been going on for a long period of time. That this had to be going on for several weeks for it to have that infectious ability. They lying to you. I think that this was targeted, but I don't know if it was intentionally released at this time. Now, let me give my hypothesis, because I don't really know. I wasn't there. Let me see. Ground, thanks so much for the super chat. Let's see. Stop noticing things. Let's see. Let me see. Look. Let me see. I think that this was a chemical. Now, there's a 5G component to it, and I'm going to tell you. I think that this was a chemical, biological weapon that was formulated, right? Davey, thanks so much for the super chat. It was formulated. I heard a pastor say that what they did in Wuhan was, it wasn't the virus initially, it was 5G. That's what a pastor said. It sounds like it could be reasonable. That symptoms of 5G will make you feel ill, like flu-like symptoms. And they implemented 5G in Wuhan, which made a lot of people sick. And when they went to the doctor, they injected them with the corona. And they injected them with the corona and sent them all over the world to get other people sick. This is what happened. That's a hypothesis. Another one is that they were putting this formula together in a lab, and somebody didn't defrag or whatever you want to call it. They didn't clean off well enough, and it ended up accidentally being released earlier than they planned. So there's a theory of it being intentional and unintentional, but both of those are biological weapons, in my personal opinion. Genetically modified to kill off the weak and the old. That's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it's doing. And places who have this compromised population will be affected the most. And there's a whole bunch of theories around it, but those are two that I think. Now, in our country, we've already sold our government out to China. I want y'all to know that the people in charge, that before President Trump, sold our government to China. Did dirty deals, billion-dollar deals behind the scenes, selling all kinds of stuff, pharmaceutical resources, all of that stuff in China, people moving companies to China. We sold our governmental soul to China. So with that being said, let's see, Crash Man 2015, thanks so much for the super chat. With that being said, see, make sure I got everybody. Sold the stuff to China. So with that being said, when it hit the news here, people here was primed to take advantage of it. They were primed to take advantage of it. People in Congress were selling stock before the crash. They were selling stock because they had preemptive information to sell and make a profit. People on the news, they came out at Trump, didn't say nothing about China. Trump. He's not doing enough. He's racist. Joe Biden said he was racist, said it was xenophobic for him to shut down the border with China. What's his name? Chuck Schumer said Trump is a racist for shutting down the border to China. So they call him a racist when he's proactive, and then they turn around and say he didn't do enough. They know that's not true, but the reason why they're doing it is to create chaos. They want the people in the market to feel that we're unstable. And if people feel like we're unstable, you're going to see people running the store, buying at the store, chaos is going on, the stock market crashing. That's what they wanted. See, they rich. They rich. They got their riches. They got their riches. They don't need 15 years with a bad economy, ain't going to hurt them. But it's going to hurt you, and it's going to dictate your vote. Let me finish. I'm going to ask a couple super chats, then I'm going to finish. Gang Style, thanks so much for the super chats. Insurance policy. Let's see. Scott Bond, thanks so much for the super chat. Do you think Biden has a chance after the last PSA he made? He should not have a chance. People should put him in a nursing home after that PSA. They should have put him on last year. But after that PSA, they need to put, and he went on TV, nursing home. Let's see. Rivera, thanks so much for the super chat. I think this was released because of the recent trade deal. I agree. I agree. Maybe. Let me say this. Let me backtrack a little bit. I gave y'all some theories, but this makes sense too. The trade deal, they're paying us billions of dollars. They need to reset the economy. They're working with our government. They're working with our government. That's what I think. They're working with our government behind the deep state. Now we're going to win at the end of this, but let me say this. Nancy Pelosi, let me tell you this. I think they knew they were going to have to bail out the country. They knew that they were going to have to give people their money back because they shut the country down for this virus. Our government knew. The Democrats tried to pull a fast one. They tried to pull a fast one on us. The Democrats, and I made a video about it, the Democrats wanted to sneak all their little dirty deeds in because they know they're not going to win the presidency. They know Joe Biden don't have a chance. They must got something else under their sleeve. Joe Biden don't have a chance. They know they can't get this stuff passed in any reasonableness because American people and because we have the Senate, we ain't going for it. Sneak it into a stimulus bill to give money to illegal aliens. And this is a roundabout way, not specifically, but in a roundabout way, to give money to sanctuary cities in the tunes of billions of dollars to pay for all kind of crazy stuff. Museums of arts and, I mean, $15. They're trying to press companies that have to get bailed out. Let me tell you this. Companies that they crashed, that they are now having to bail out, they want them companies to pay people $15 an hour. Dirty. We caught them. And I hope everybody understand that and see that. This is what they did. Instead of trying to bail out the country, they're trying to sneak in their little dirty deals. They're trying to sneak the Green New Deal in because they know nobody gonna go for that. But they're trying to sneak in the Green New Deal. When people are evil, y'all, it's all a part of the plan. This is not coincidental. They didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, you know, I'm gonna add 1,400 pages. Their document was 1,400 pages. You can't write 1,400 pages of substantive stuff in 24 hours. Substantive, the things that you have thought through in less than 24 hours? No. Prepackaged plan to screw you while they thought you wasn't looking. Rita, thanks so much for the super chat. The devil is in the details. This is an assassination attempt on the president and his economy. I agree 1,000%. James Cook, thanks so much for the super chat. Cynthia Collins, thanks so much for the super chat. Listen, they want to take him down as best they can, but we ain't having it. They thought, let me tell you what, they came up short. Let me explain this to y'all. And y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, so this can be shared. Let me tell y'all something. The brainwashing was at 70%. If Hillary would have won, they would have gotten us to brainwashing level 100. And if 100 of a percent of a voting bloc in America, and I'm not saying 100%, but y'all get where I'm going with this. Their mission, their 100% tile, which is probably, I don't know, 70% of the population, 60% of the population. Their 100 percentile. They wanted to get to their 100 percentile of brainwashing. If Hillary was in place, they would have gotten to the 100 percentile and they would have had leadership and power forever. Because we rose up in WikiLeaks and all others, we realized that we saw their game and we stopped them at about 60 percentile, which is maybe 40% of the population. Most of these dumb millennials. And we was able to thwart that. Donald Trump is reversing that. Now they're at 40, 30% brainwashing percentile. And so they know they've been defeated. So they want to try to rush this stuff in through a man-made, through a deep state, cabal-made virus. That's what they're doing. Let me get some of these super chats. John, thanks so much for the super chat. Why do you think all these top CEOs have resigned? White rabbit. Yeah, y'all know why they. We gonna get to that. Let's see, Yanni. Thanks so much for the super chat. What's your take on the original Hebrew Israelites? All right, we jump in a few places here. Original Hebrew Israelites, I don't know much about it. The way that the Hebrew Israelites project today seems to not be a true reflection of the original Hebrew Israelites. I don't think they operated like they did today, but I'm not going to speak on it because I haven't read up on them enough. Let's get back to the CEO stepping down. Samantha, thanks so much for the super chat. Samantha and Jennifer. And think about this for a minute. There's two concerns that I have in my mind with people stepping down at this point in time. You don't leave your company as a CEO before a crisis or during a crisis. You lead them to success. You are the CEO. You're the chief executive officer. You are the top of the food chain. You make sure the assembly line is running by managing everybody all the way down. You don't step away from your company before it hit the fan, unless you know that the company is going to crash. And I would be hard pressed, not even hard pressed. It would be very interesting to me to see what is the repercussions if you are the CEO when a company goes bankrupt. What does that mean? What is that? What happens then? You know, what happens if you are the CEO when a company goes bankrupt? That can be a key to why they step down, or you step down because you're going down. You step down because you're a part of this pizza ring. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're part of that pizza ring. See, I've been looking this stuff up lately, and this pizza stuff is legit. There's some pizza eating people in this world that people would least expect. Anyway, let me get the super chat. James Cook, thanks so much for the super chat. Literally, everything the Democrats do is anti-American. Everything they accuse our president of, they're doing or have done. That's their MO, 100%, 1,000%. It's called projection. When you're doing it, you're projecting it on somebody else. They are the anti-American, racist, separatists, if you want to call it. They want people to be separated, divided. They want pain, they want war, all of the above, but they want to accuse the other party of doing that. People should never vote Democrat again after what they just did. You should never vote for Democrats again. After they are willing to leverage a crisis to pass stuff that has nothing to do with this for their own personal will, should never vote for them again. Bob, thanks so much for the super chat. Yo, thank you, Officer Tatum. I appreciate the super chat for sure. People are evil. People are evil. Jeremy said you missed my chat. Let me see if I can go find it. It's my chat. Let me see. Let me try to find Jeremy's chat. See James, Samantha. May not even go back that far. Yeah, it didn't go back that far. So James, let me know what your chat. Put some emojis. Let me know what it was, and I'll get it. Let's see, Ken. Thanks so much for the super chat. Ken, 1990. Thanks so much. China was right when they said America brought the virus to Wuhan. Only way the Dems could beat Trump is if the world burned around him. Ruthless. Now, and this is something that I haven't entertained until recently, because I was listening to AJ. Y'all know who AJ is. I was listening to AJ in the info with the brain force and all that. Y'all know who he is. I was listening to his show, and they brought up the fact that maybe America did do something like that in Wuhan. Now, the president would not order that, but would the CIA do it? Would the CIA do it and make it look like China so we can go to war with China and it could be, would they do that under the nose of President Trump? It could be possible. I love this country. I think we're a great country, but it could be possible that we can do some dirty stuff, or we can allow dirty stuff to happen. My whole thing about 9/11, like, there's a bunch of suspicious stuff going on in 9/11. And if some of y'all want to deny that, I know y'all perfect. So y'all, somebody on another live stream want to deny that, then you sleep. Your head is under a rock. Your head is underneath the rock. There's no way Building 7 just fell. Like, no way. No way. There's no way you're gonna fly aircraft over to the Pentagon without getting shot down. There's no way. You can't even fly airplanes over George Bush airspace. George Bush and his ranch. You can't fly over that ranch. I've seen it with my own eyes. I haven't been on the airplane, but I've seen protocol because I looked at pilots on YouTube that explain these things. And there's pilots that show video of fighter jets. If they go off course or they're not responding, the jets come up on the side of them like this. Do this. Tell them turn. If they don't cooperate, they'll shoot them out the air. But they want a lot of y'all act like it just they defeat. So people in a cave somewhere defeated. All right. Kimberly, thanks so much for super chat. I believe Harvard professor linked to Wuhan is in cahoots with Pelosi too. That's interesting. Interesting. I need to read more about that. That guy got arrested. A fake class. He was a professor. His students were working with Wuhan military. They weren't really students. So what were they doing? They caught chemicals and stuff in their socks on the way from the airport. What are they doing? How do they have a link to Wuhan and all of a sudden this come from Wuhan? All right. Matt, thanks so much for the super chat. I am trying to keep up between 1038s. Keep up the good fight, brother. I am trying to keep up between 38s. Keep up the good work. I'm trying to figure that out. Dang it, I missed somebody. Kristen, thanks so much for the super chat. Have you heard people saying that the CV will cause permanent damage to the lungs? If so, do you believe it? Let me see. I think I got the Harvard thing. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I get Try to get these super chats. If I miss you, I apologize. Let's see, I think I missed somebody. I think I got Krishna. Okay. Pamela, thanks so much for the super chat. The professor is a vital link to corona knowledge. If they can keep him alive, bet there's a trail to follow. I agree. If y'all didn't hear about that, I forget the guy's name, but he got arrested in cahoots with Wuhan in the facility that this supposedly came from. Sneaking chemicals and stuff on their socks. Got busted. He got arrested. He had a fake class, a fake lecture class. Do I think that this has a permanent effect on your? No, I don't think. Listen, I don't think the CV has any more permanent damage on your body than other things do. If you get really sick from the flu, you could have permanent damage. If you get sick enough, if your body begins to fail enough, you need a respirator, anything, you're going to see residual effects. So it's not unique to the CV, in my personal opinion. I think this is what you call disinformation. They tell you a little bit, but they don't put it in context, so they have you believing what they want you to. Let's see. Conan, thanks so much for the super chat. We need term limits, period, in the House, in the Senate. That this only proves it. So much corruption. Yeah, see, term limits will curb the corruption, I believe, but it won't stop it because they'll just put the next person in line. But it'll be harder for them to have legacy corruption, like Pelosi and them becoming billionaires off of government corruption. Let's see. Leanna, thanks so much for the super chat. The left put this V out and blame China just to destroy Trump's economy. They did this. The cure for this V is in Nancy Pelosi's safe. I'm starting to really think that let's see, I am law enforcement in Georgia, traffic stop 1038. Oh, what we call out? What we call? I ain't been on a traffic stop. I ain't been on a traffic stop in like 3 years. I'm gonna see what we call our traffic stops for TPD. We used to call that traffic. Like, I got traffic on, Mary George, John 3565 at Grant and Oracle, southbound. I miss being a police officer. Matt, thanks so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for your service. I appreciate it. I miss being a cop, I ain't gonna lie. I want to get out there in that uniform right now, go code 3, chase somebody down, save somebody's life. That was the life. Let's see. Sheila, thanks so much for the super chat. Caller to Rush. The V stopped, coincided with stopping the Hong Kong riots, pro-democracy, pro-Trump. That could be so. That could be so. Eric, thanks so much for the super chat. That could be so. Could it be? See, it's confusing because a lot of us don't think we're not evil. So we don't think in evil ways. So it's very hard for us to process what direction they're going. But who knows, man? I'm not surprised that the CIA did this to Wuhan, China. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised if we were cahooting with their government to do this to Wuhan. And then they act like, oh, that was the American. And when it was both of our governments putting this together, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Let's see. Paul, Q Plus intercepted COVID and added to the adrenochrome that the Wuhan lab was supplying, and all of its elites were infected. The storm is upon us. Q Nation. Oh, hey, that you might be on to something. And you know why I say that? Because don't y'all find it ironic that all these celebrities are getting sick? You would think that the lay members, the basic population, think about it. If an illness can hit all of these celebrities, who have probably impeccable, now I ain't gonna say that because they probably use drugs, who they have the ability to have impeccable diets. They live isolated because they can't be around the general public because they would get harassed. You would think that it would be hard for them to catch this. But when you're looking at it, you say, why all these celebrities got it? And then if they got it, why they coming out and saying something? Very interesting to me. But y'all need to learn about, I don't want to get banned from here. That's why I'm hard pressed to say certain stuff. But y'all need to Google adrenochrome. Y'all need to Google that. Look it up. Go and look it up. Don't Google it. Go it, because Google be lying to you. Look that up, man. It's something I ain't been into that stuff. I started looking at this stuff lately, and I've been like, hey, this something ain't right here. Anyway, 737. Thanks so much for the super chat. Biggest fear with the idiot masses, for example, the panic hoarding, believe all the fake news, Trump virus, and be able to vote him out of office. Nah, people ain't that stupid. People ain't that stupid. Trust me. People ain't that stupid. People that love Trump, they love Trump. People that's going to vote for Trump, they're going to vote for Trump. Because we didn't already seen the other hand. We already know what y'all offer. Even if we don't like Trump, even if people are like, I'm tired of Trump. Joe Biden ain't offering nothing but dementia in a failed country. You see what they doing with this bill? If they had power, people ain't forgot about Benghazi and Hillary Clinton. If these people had power, ain't no way we vote for no Democrats. That's my personal opinion. Let's see. China wants Trump out of office so they can go back to poking America in the rear with no Vaseline. Y'all ain't heard of that? You know, with no juice, with no Vaseline. That's a hard pill to swallow. No pun intended. Anyway, Herman Daniel, thanks so much for the super chat. We all know it's a blank smokescreen. 35 to 50,000 have died from the regular flu in the last 6 months. But this is such a pandemic, please. Great point. Let me tell you why Herman has a tremendous point. And here's why. Tell me why they're not telling us every new case of the flu in our states. Tell me why. They're not telling us any new case of the flu, and they're not telling you how many people are dying alongside people with corona. They're not telling you how many people are dying alongside them who have the flu. Why did not put the numbers side by side? You know why? Because they crooked. They crooked as two left shoes. And they crooked. We know it. Let's see. All right, gang style. It's the feel-good chemical in your body. I guess you're talking about the chrome. Y'all. Anyway, for those of you who are still shopping at this time, I got to promote the store. Make sure you visit the Officer Tatum store. We get all your cool merch, all your Trump merch, all your pro-America merch. Put in lockdown as a discount code. You're to get a discount during this period. I'm going to leave the discount up until we start going back to work. But if you go on my store, you want to shop, you want to get some cool stuff. We got some cool Q hats. I gotta order the stock to come to my house. But we got Q hats we just launched, which are pretty cool. And you know what Q means, but it's subtle. People don't know what only the Qs know what it is. So we got those hats. We got a bunch of other stuff on our store. So if you're still shopping at this time, jump on the store, get something. That's one of the ways to keep this channel going, along with sharing it and all this stuff. So I appreciate it. Jay, thanks so much for super chat. Why Pelosi isn't getting backlash for her stunt? It's all deep state, man. The media's in the bed. They all in bed together. They all doing a sleepover. They all doing a sleepover. I see Kim, thanks so much for the super chat. George Webb, YouTube channel. He tracked the V day one. Excitable 101. Hey, thank you so much for the mods. Do y'all think that this is going? Do y'all think that people are actually getting arrested? Push one if you think people are actually getting arrested right now. Let me know. Hit one if you think people are actually going to jail, according to the Q thing. That people are going to jail and they're doing a mass arrest. Push the one if you think so. Push the two if you think it's all BS. I find it interesting that Oprah hadn't showed her face. Some other celebrities haven't showed their face. A tweet don't mean nothing. You need to show your face. I had some people send me some weird videos lately, y'all. Some weird videos. Some videos about stuff, and I just, some intergalactic. I was like, what? I'm confused. Like this is something big, y'all. Like if you think the virus is the problem, or you think the virus is what, they're saying that it's something even bigger on the other side of this stuff. If y'all believe it, push one. If you don't believe it, push two. Jay, thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. I mean, we got some mixed 1-2s. We got some 1-2s. But let me tell you this. It's only one truth. Because if the people who are saying all these arrests is happening, if it don't happen, then we know who lying. God is faithful. Thank you so much for the super chat. Of course, this was a setup. Trump needs to follow through and get back to work by Easter. That their plan will foil. Let's see, Sports Fanatic, not 14, Fanatics 14. The Democrats and mainstream media have shown their true colors by responding to this pandemic in the way that they have. They are beyond corrupt, super broad daylight corrupt. In the police world, there's a thing called plain view. You see drugs in plain view. They're out there in the open. Nobody's protecting them. They're not hidden. They're in plain view. The Democrats are committing crimes in plain view. No, in plain view. It's crazy. Let's see, Angel Rodriguez, thanks so much for the super chat. Hey, Brandon, love your videos. Prince Charles was tested positive for the virus. He was connected to Epstein. You think there's something there? Somebody just said that they didn't put the concoction in the adrenochrome. So the people that's taking that adrenochrome is messing up. Could be something, or they could be, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna say something. Give me that next super chat, then I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about this. Tabitha, thanks so much for the super chat. Tom Hanks is in the government facility. Pictures show the government barcode on the door. Let me talk that real quick. I can't prove it, but let me tell you the other theory. Somebody went through the process of going through doing the 3D tour of a building, and that barcode in the building is consistent with the hospital. So people are now saying that that's not necessarily true. That's not a government facility. That's consistent with the hospital that he's supposed to be at. Now, let me get back to one of these other super chats that I was looking at. Now I forgot and lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. All these people getting a V. So this is the thing that I think is interesting. All these people that been coming up on these lists somehow have the corona. Now, one or two things come to my mind when I think about this. Either this is a cover for the reason why they're disappearing for a while, or the reason why they disappeared permanently, or this is them trying to virtue signal to the world to say, mercy, mercy me, I got the Rona. Why are they doing me like this? They're trying to take me down, and I'm an innocent person. I'm actually sick. Why are they doing me like this? That's two thought processes that come to my mind, because I think it's funny how all these celebrities, let me see this thing, focus, how all these celebrities are now sick. They're sick all of a sudden. And y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button. The camera having a hard time focusing. But hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're watching, hit the like button. Matt, because Americans have learned to live with the flu, and the coronavirus is the latest, best, scariest tactic they have at the moment. I agree, 100%. Jay, thanks so much for the super chat. Look up Rachel Candler on Google. Rachel Candler. The algorithm Google has been hacked, and all kinds of crap is now available, including adrenochrome image. That's another thing. They had Democratic Party. When you put Democratic Party, it came up like a rat. This was supposed to be the white hats taking over, what people were saying. Rachel Candler. Let me look that up while I'm here. Let me see. I'm going to look it up. You said Rachel Candler. Rachel Candler. Oh, is that her? She made a video? Am I looking up a video? I'm Googling her. I wonder, is that the lady that made that video that I saw where she was exposing people? Yeah. I gotta look these people up. Anyway, let's see. Images. So go to images. I see images like this. These are the only images I see. What am I looking for? Did I spell it wrong? Hold on, what did I put on there? Oh, I didn't put Chandler. Oh, 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 dang, dang. Y'all see what, look, you can't see this. You can see QAnon right here. They got pictures of her with presidents. They got all this stuff on here. I should have looked at this through something else. Boy, they gonna get me. Now I'm gonna look her up. She in picture with Eminem. Who is this? Y'all, this stuff, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. This stuff be getting spooky. I ain't gonna even lie. Hold on. This thing having a hard time focusing. Unless I spit on it or something. Let me wipe my camera off real quick. Man, this stuff be getting spooky, man. Spooky. Now my camera won't focus. Y'all know the devil is a lie. Let's see if I. Y'all, hold on. Let me turn some more lights on. Let's see. I think that's much better. Dang, it's better. I should have had like this before. Anyway, thought that no lights back there would be better. Dang. Y'all, I'm afraid to even be having this on my phone. Boy, I'm gonna have to look this up. Rachel Chandler, the child handler. Let me see. Oh man. Oh man. This is man, these people crazy, y'all. These some crazy people. Anyway, y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. This stuff is crazy, man. I sent it to the White House. Let me hit up the Googles. Dang. See, I've been interested in looking into this stuff, man. These people, I wonder if they be getting surgery and changing their looks. Yeah, I need to get, man, I accidentally clicked on something. I better get off of that for they bed bill run up to my house. Woo. Well, this stuff get deeper and deeper, man. I hope the Q is right. This is going to be able to determine if the Q is right or wrong. This will determine that. Let's see. Herman Daniel, yes. Rachel Chandler, they are throwing a smokescreen to divert our attention away from all of the depravity that they are doing. I wonder how deep this go. How deep does this stuff go? You know, I ain't never been into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Let me see. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't never been into this stuff, right? I ain't never been into the hokey pokey. I ain't never been into none of that stuff. I ain't never looked into none of this stuff, nothing. I watched some videos. It was 10 video series. I watched them videos. All of the stuff that our government and the people, not the government itself, but the people within our government been doing. Y'all, this is the Rothschilds and all that. Man, how deep does this go? And if you think that people aren't doing this in plain sight, you lying to yourself. Plain sight. Plain sight. Colette. Thanks so much for the super chat. Oh, somebody looking at the wrong thing. Let's see, James Cook, thanks so much for the super chat. Look into Clinton and Bush's connection with the royal family. There are a lot of current DMs that are related to the old royal generals. I don't know the name of that video, that page that I saw the videos on. There's a page that I saw the videos on. And I don't know the name of that page, man. Somebody shared it with me and I watched all of them and I was like, what the? I don't know, man. Joe Biden is definitely not fit to be the president, for sure. Democrats, they showing their colors, man. I'm waking up. I thought I was woke. I'm waking up more. Yeah, man. I see it's crazy. Judgment Day is coming. Queen Prince Charles. Man, y'all woke. I got some woke followers. Y'all woke. Let's see. Mario, my brother. What it do? Let's see. Search Frazzle dip. Let me see. I'm gonna go to my search. I'm gonna go to my internet that's hidden. What do they call it? When you do the internet that's supposed to be don't have no memory on it. Let's see. Google. Let's see what I see. FRAZZ. Did I go to images? Man, this stuff crazy. Hold on a second. I'll be back. Y'all I got to shut the door up in here. I'll be back. Put this right here, just in case, while I'm searching. Matter of fact, I just put it right here. While I'm searching, just in case something jump off. You know, I got my baby mama right here. I don't want to call my baby mama. Let's see. I missed some chats some chats. Man, these people are crazy. I had to lock the door. They come up in here. We're gonna have a 4th of July up in this joint. Let's see. X22. Man, I'm paranoid. I ain't gonna need a lot of y'all. I've been paranoid since I've been a cop. I'm paranoid. This thing stay next to my bed. Next to my bed. I got a few of them next to my bed too. I don't play. You never know who want to try you. You know what I'm saying? I had to lock all my doors, shut the shades. I ain't got time to be having to look back here. Some come through. That's how it's gonna work. Let's see. Did you see where the stimulus is going to pay people $600 a week not to work? Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. Check walnut sauce. Nah, man, I saw that chart with the names of stuff that mean other stuff. Walnut sauce. I mean, I ain't finna Google no walnut sauce. That's gonna be some bad images on there. Somebody said the earth is flat. Yeah, man. Piece of gate, all that. May God keep us covered. Change the title to this post, hashtag X22, hashtag Trump 2020. Change the title? I'm trying to figure out what it means. Let's see, and there's a man in Sid Roth. He has a YouTube channel that said God showed him a vision that the coronavirus was made in a lab with the Chinese government and some Democrats in China. Stay woke, everybody. You know, God gave me a couple of dreams, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. X22. What's X22? Should I Google that? Satan slept with Eve. Let's see. Pun intended. Chicoms want to be number one by 2030. They release virus. Reasonable. I need the X22. I need to get an X22 YouTube. X22 report. Is that the YouTube channel, y'all, that had the stuff on there? Let me see. Yeah, I need to look at the X22 report stuff. Anyway, I'm about to get out here, man. I've been on here for about an hour. X22 report, X22 report, X22. I'm gonna Google that. All right, I'm gonna get out here, man. I gotta go do some more research. I want to look up this stuff, man. And I want to hit y'all up and let y'all know what I done found tomorrow. X22 report. I'm gonna go look that up. Anyway, I'm about to get out here, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna say a quick prayer and then we're gonna bounce. All right, y'all cool with that? We'll say a quick prayer because regardless of all this stuff, we still deal in the spiritual realm. It's not just carnal, we deal in the spiritual realm. All right, y'all ready? Real quick. Thank you, Lord, for blessing us, waking us up for another day, another opportunity to be alive, to live on your great earth. God, I pray right now that you bless us, keep us sane, keep us in the fullness of your purpose for us. God, give us hope, give us the desires of our heart according to your will. God, give us faith, give us strength to forgive. Bless all the politicians. God, I pray that you give them the strength to do the right thing. Give them the strength to be closer to you. Bless the President of the United States. God, give him good health and strength and the mental fortitude to serve you and to understand what you would have for this country. Let him be a vessel for the message that you want to present, and let us be receptive to what's going on and open our eyes to the truth. God, let us see who's real and who's fake. We pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Real quick. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna go look up all this stuff. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.